What are the legal implications for arresting a former president of the United States?
Strictly speaking, there are none. A former president legally has no standing whatsoever different from any other private citizen. If you're a former president, that and 5 cents gets you a cup of coffee, legally speaking. Now, of course, we all know there are practical and political consequences. I've got a lot of opinions and thoughts about the current cases against Trump. The criminal investigations in Georgia and the federal criminal investigations are definitely serious and well-founded. Federal prosecutors, generally speaking, they're not immune from mistakes. They do make mistakes. There have been abuses of power, but our current Attorney General is a complete professional. He's not a politician. If Biden tried to put pressure on Attorney General Garland, Garland would tell him to go to hell. They farmed out the Trump investigations to an independent prosecutor who's a Republican, who's a conservative. And so there's no serious question that if the federal prosecutors bring charges against Trump, we know that will be an honest, well-supported charge and would not be politically motivated. Now, we know that, of course, much of the country is going to view it as politically motivated.
What about the documents that he took, including classified documents to Mar-a-Lago? That seems to be serious. I mean, it was a little bit convoluted in the fact that then you had Biden and Pence, and it seemed like classified documents were coming out of Washington like they were coming out of a Pez dispenser. But Trump's case is different. I mean, he took them, he concealed them, he didn't want to give them back. How much could he be in trouble with this case?
Well, he's in very serious trouble there. I mean, the facts we have suggest that he probably has violated the law, just based on what we know. Typical of Trump, this is not something that normally should get anyone in trouble, but Trump, of course, has dug himself into a hole because he very loudly proclaimed that he thought he owned these documents. So Trump has created a paper trail and created a lot of evidence that he knew perfectly well these are classified documents and that he was intentionally not returning them, and indeed that he wanted to collect them somehow. And yes, that potentially exposes him to criminal liability.
You could collect baseball cards, you collect coins, stamps, or classified documents.